Vicious dogs attacked Dallas police officers today. It is the latest sign of a growing danger in the city. Officers were responding to a call for help from a man bitten by the same dogs on Lee Crest Drive. This is the very same neighborhood where Dallas Animal Services launched a crackdown on dangerous strays last year. Our Ken Kaltoff is live at the scene with the latest. Ken?
8 police units helped Animal Services catch these dogs after the attack on police officers here. It was much different than the response to the woman eaten alive by dogs on May 2nd. She eventually died. Police and animal control officers got a warrant to go through a fence and seize one of the dogs after catching the first one in the street.
She wasn't fun when it was happening.
This man says the dogs ripped his grocery sack when he walked by, then bit him as he tried to collect his things.
When I turned around for this one back here, that one bit me on the leg.
He called police and sat in the squad car watching as the dogs attacked the cops.
The policeman came out, picked up a board, and was trying to get him to go back because they kept chasing him. Then when he came out the board, that made it worse.
Both officers then had to draw their service weapons, and each one fired one shot at the dogs as the dogs were attempting to bite the officers.
In Spanish, their owner apologized and said the dogs never hurt her kids.
And it's very dangerous over here with these pit bulls.
Neighbors say they were a constant menace.
We was blocked in this morning at 8-something this morning. We couldn't even go to work, couldn't go to the store. We couldn't do nothing.
When Antoinette Brown was fatally mauled by dogs near Fair Park May 2nd, police did not tell Animal Services until 4 days later. Animal Services was called immediately to catch the dogs today.
We've always responded to animal bites and to animal attacks, but because of recent issues and recent events that have occurred, our response has been ramped up.
Today's attack was in the same neighborhood where Animal Services launched a stray crackdown last year, but we still saw several loose dogs today.
We just have to do what we have to do.
This neighbor still carries a stick.
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I got one for my neighbor and one for me. So when we go walking, we use these, sticks for the dogs.
The dogs seized today are in quarantine right now to see if they have rabies. This attack and that attack on the woman by other dogs remain under investigation.
This is a good article right here. Just go to the this one right here. How does a city enforce the breed-specific law? And it shows how enforce as you go. Take action plan. You fine for not sterilization, $500. We have to get rid of the dog. And the animal control officers goes and make sure everybody's complying with the regulations. And if they don't, then they get fined. That's how you keep, the cost from enforcing it costing too much to have it. Either that or you have to ban pit bulls. For animal control, they should have a plan of what to do every time they have a dangerous dog escape from their yard. And here's just some of the things that you should consider before even allowing pit bulls to be in the city limits. Consider this. It's just like a wild animal or a zoo animal. This is a zoo incident report, how to report and take care of escaped zoo animals that are dangerous, potentially dangerous. It's just, how will visitors and personnel and public be kept safe? And just put the word dangerous dog after each sentence and inserted to each sentence so to see how it applies. Who is trained to capture the dangerous dogs or immobilize the animal of concern? Does the facility have a weapon team and work with the local jurisdiction? I think they already do that. But whether they have weapons, do they have dart guns, or are they allowed to use revolvers to protect themselves? See, they could use a dart gun to put the animal to sleep if they were provided for them. If there was more than they could handle, then at least they could put them to sleep. Who would be the contact person in the media following an animal escape, or attack? If it escapes, they should have some kind of a broadcast system, like a siren or a special beacon sound that can be audible in that neighborhood, so people can tell their kids to stay indoors while there's a dangerous dog on the loose. And it says here the basic steps to implementing the plan: conduct preparation and development, draft animal incident section to contingency plan. Let me scroll down. Train personnel respond to these escapes or attacks, schedule training, subsequent evaluations, create safety briefings on different dangerous animals, including pit bulls and other dangerous dogs. And then it goes on down, and then there's some more information. I'll just scroll down. See, this is an animal incident, an escape of a wild animal from a habitat. Unplanned dangerous animal encounter can range for anything from a miniature goat escaping a petting zoo to a potentially life-threatening big cat. Pre-planning the response will minimize the possible dangers to the personnel, guests, and animals. Potentially dangerous animals, such as pit bulls, can cause serious injury or death. What defines a dangerous animal? Here are the distinctive characteristics when evaluating potential concerns. Scroll down. I think they've already got this covered, but now there it is in writing. Then I wanted to show you this last but not least. It says following good practices is helpful while developing a plan, contingency developing animals managed by the facility infrastructure and size of the facility. Not every consideration appropriate managed wildlife facilities. So can your city even afford to have pit bulls legal in the city if it's going to cost too much to get all this stuff in place? Management of the owners, animal care experts, veterinarians, like for if they have to have the the guns that shoot put them to sleep. It requires veterinarians, local jurisdiction, weapons team to get guns or the